All right, Shalom. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Once again, coming out to prophesy. All right, the downfall of America. Okay, the destruction that's coming upon the earth. All right, America's about to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles during World War III. Okay, and also to come out here and let the lost sheep of the house of Israel know who they are. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the real Israelites according to the Bible. Okay? The people in Israel today are imposters. All right? They stole our identity, stole our heritage. And that's what we come out to do. Prophesy, okay? Let you know the things that are about to take place before they come to pass. So before we get started, like always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Harakah Kodash, and double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone and that are worthy of that double honor. Okay? So get Jeremiah 28 and 8, Baba Kashat.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, so that's our job as a prophet. Okay, the prophets of old came out in public on the highways and byways where places were heavily populated, all right, to let the people know what's coming to the great civilizations in which they live, okay, warning them of war, of evil, and of pestilence, man. What's coming here to America, okay, is nothing good, all right? The Lord is appointed plagues to hit America. He's going to bring a famine to America, okay? And ultimately, World War III is coming to America. And at the cusp of that, the Lord is going to return to wage war against the earth. You can get that Exodus 15 and read Baba Kashat.
Can I read a little bit further?
Yeah.
This is verse 9. It says, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
Yeah, so all these people telling you that there's going to be peace on earth, they're false prophets are lying. What's coming is death and destruction, okay? It's specifically upon you Edomites, which are you so-called white people, all right? So the prophet that prophesy of peace is nothing more than a demon, man. You're going to know a prophet by the things that are being said that are coming to pass, okay? And you could tell that we're living in a time of war, all right? Everybody knows we're living in a time of war. It's not a time of peace, okay? Go ahead.
Exodus 15 and 3, the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai is his name.
So the Lord is a man of war. All you people that think that the Lord is just a big, white, cuddly bear coming back to spread peace on the earth, to take away these wars. No, the Lord is bringing these wars, man. He's bringing this judgment, man. He has his prophets out here constantly telling you every weekend, every day of the year, okay? Because you could go on the internet any day of the year and there's going to be a new video from a brother in Great Millstone, or that is of the body of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, telling you that war is coming, okay? Telling you that destruction is coming, all right? And you scoffing ass people, man, you're gonna get destroyed. Okay, go ahead.
This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Yeah, and we're blowing the trumpet. It's a spiritual trumpet that we're blowing that only, hey, the sheep can understand, man. That only the elect of the nation of Israel are going to dance unto, man, are going to recognize, right? There's different sounds that you make in times of war, and different nations and different countries, militaries and armies have a distinct different sound. Well, this sound, this trumpet that we're blowing, is only for the elect of these people. It's only for 12,000 of each of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We're only out here piping unto the elect, nobody else. 2/3, we don't give a damn about, man. Go ahead.
And shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
And all the evils that are coming upon the world, the Lord is doing it. The Lord is in control of that. All you people think, oh, the devil did it. Satan did it. Satan took my child. No, the Lord did it. Okay, it tells us that the Lord kills and makes alive. You know? So everything that's going wrong is really for the Lord's purpose, man. And everything that's going wrong is really coming, bringing righteousness, man. Okay, because judgment has to take place. All right, judgment will start. And it's going to start at the house of the Lord. It's going to start with all you guys that fell out. Okay, all you guys that ain't right, that ain't taking heed. Okay, the judgment is going to start with y'all, man. And you can't say you weren't warned. You can't say that, oh, I didn't know any better. Because the brothers is always around for you to ask questions, man. For you to repent and get right, man. That's why we're here. We're the teachers, man, for you to ask questions of the things that are coming, of how to get right, of what you should be doing and not doing. Okay, how can you learn if you don't ask, man? All right? In order for you to learn, you have to ask. And watch out for the camera, man. Watch your fucking feet. Go ahead.
Just 1 Samuel 2 and 6. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
So the Lord kills and he makes alive. Just like you're gonna kill that piece of shit over there, man.
Asshole.
Fucking Edomite dildo demon, man. Alright? And the Lord has to kill because of demons like that, man. Okay? And the Lord is going to. So all the evils that are said, that are coming, is all ordained to the Lord. And the word evil means bad times. Okay? Bad tidings. It doesn't mean wickedness. The Lord doesn't want people to be going around here acting fucking mania and being homos, man. Now what the Lord does is he judges them by bringing evils upon them. That's righteous in the sight of the Lord. Okay?
Get the scripture to show what that's about.
God did it. You know? And the Lord is bringing these evils, man. So, America right now, okay, is in an outbreak of different diseases, man. God.
All right, so this is Romans 1 and 21. Because that when they knew not Yahweh, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai also gave them up to uncleanness.
Yeah, he gave them up to uncleanness. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai don't want to see his people going off, doing all these, committing all these sins unto death. But because they chose not to worship the Lord, he let these demons take all of these people, man. Alright? He didn't purpose Israel to be faggots, homos. That's not our purpose. Our purpose is to be holy and righteous. But because you went astray from the Lord, you rejected it, he also rejected you and gave you up to reprobate spirits, man. Okay? But you can't blame the Lord because he gave you up to those things. Because the scriptures tell you, you can't say to the Lord, oh, it's because of the Lord I fell away. No. It's because you're a demon that you fell away. Alright? The Lord wants his people to turn unto him.
This Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's the whole duty of the Israelite man, woman, child. To fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and keep his commandments. According to Leviticus 20 and 13, homosexuals are supposed to be put to death. Okay? And you see them run rampant out here because we're living in evil times, man. And that's why the Lord is going to bring evil upon these people. Because they choose rather to live in unrighteousness and wickedness, man. That's why the Lord is going to wage war against Babylon the Great and all these nations, man, in which we started. The prophets are out here to prophesy of these things that are coming upon the earth. War, death, destruction, okay? Plagues, pestilences, man. Major plagues are coming. Okay, chlamydia and gonorrhea and different sexually transmitted diseases are blowing and going rampant here in the U.S. to show you that this place is filthy and it needs to be cleaned up. You got some else?
So Romans 1 and 23, it says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like the corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
Through the lust of their own hearts. You could ask anybody out here, well, what are you into? Like for example, these guys walking up, you know, they're looking into a restaurant, and before they walk in, you can ask them, what are you thinking about ordering? Oh, chicharrones. Oh, some carnitas. You know, tacos al pastor, which is pork, which is contrary to the law. Okay? To the lust that they want to do, to the things they want. All right? And our people, they rather eat things and do things that are pleasing unto them, rather than what's pleasing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You ask a nigger or a spick, what does he love to eat for lunch? He'll tell you a ham sandwich, un torta de jamón, okay? You ask a nigger, oh, some chitlins, okay? A pork chop, all right? A junior bacon sandwich, a bacon cheeseburger, bacon and eggs for breakfast, okay? It never ends with these people, man. It just goes on and on and on, showing you that the Lord has to judge his people, man, 2/3 of our people, and these other nations. Okay, because they're putting the plague to our people's mouth. Here it is, America was built, supposed to be built upon the fundamentals of the Bible. But every restaurant has a pork dish, or a crustacean dish, or an abominable dish of food. So if it was built upon the law, statutes, commandments, or the Bible, how come it allows abominable things to take place in a society? Because it's a demonic society, man. It cloaks itself as being righteous, man. But it's not. It's wicked, man.
Yeah, now the Spirit's revealing the wickedness of this place by the prophets coming out on the highways and the byways, exposing all the wickedness that's going on through the scriptures. That's why everything's going to continually get worse and worse, is because the word is being pushed out and nobody's taking heed to it. So the Lord is letting his word abound, letting his word be spread out into the ears of all these people. Okay, these other nations, they're not going to do the things according to these scriptures. It is mainly towards Jake, man. You know, we're out here telling these other nations that they're going to be destroyed, but we're telling Jake, you know, that the scriptures are real and the things that pertain to the scriptures. And since Jake doesn't want to hear it, okay, Jake will hear it, but he'll forbear. Like Ezekiel says, tell them whether they hear or forbear. Jake will hear it, but they'll forbear it. They'll cast them behind him. And so the Lord gives them more demons, man. The Lord will allow them to be plagued by more demons, man. So this place is just going to get worse and worse as this word keeps getting pushed out more and more. This is you got something?
Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah. So all these different plagues are set as punishments for amendment, right? Because it says the same must know it by death and by pain when you go into 2nd Ezra 9, all right? It says that some are going to be saved by their faith and by their works, all right? And others are going to know righteousness, or they're going to be amended by death and by pain.
And when you look up the word amend or amendment, that's something you have to do in order to make something right. Just like we had the Day of Atonement. Well, an atonement is like an amendment, man. Okay?
Yeah, Yahweh Shai made an amendment for us. But if nobody wants to listen to the words of Yahweh Shai, then you're gonna have to get your amendment through the flesh, man. you're gonna have to be destroyed.
This is verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, so for all these things that's gonna come upon the earth, they're not gonna turn from their wickedness, man. So the Lord's just gonna keep on plaguing them even more. Alright?
It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah, so all this stuff is gonna come upon the earth, man, because you people are living carelessly. Alright? Because you're able to live the way that you do right now. You can see these factories are producing massive amounts of food. You can go to the grocery stores, and the grocery stores are always stocked with food. You ain't got nothing to worry about, man. You got your job, you got your family, all right, you got a place to live, all right, so you're comfortable in the society. So you think you can just go ahead and do whatever you want, but the Lord doesn't care, man. All right, majority of the people on this earth think the Lord ain't watching. They think the Lord ain't gonna do anything, man. But the Lord is watching everything that you do. And so at a time when you perceive not, at a time when you think not, he's gonna come back and he's gonna bring death and destruction upon the earth. All right? And all the cares of this world are gonna be to no avail to you people, because you're not gonna be able to go to a grocery store anymore and get food. Because the grocery stores ain't gonna be stocked with food like that no more, man. People are gonna be killing each other over food, man. Get a 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, Uncle Sean. This is Leviticus 26 and 27. It says, and if you will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury. So when the Lord brings these plagues and this famine and everything, you still ain't going to be listening to the Lord, then the Lord's going to walk contrary to you even more. So it says, and I will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall you eat. And I will destroy your high places, and cut down your images, and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. So the Lord's getting ready to do some nasty things to you people, man. You people that you walk into a house, you got Cesare Borgia everywhere, man. All right, you got Serapis Christus everywhere. You got the cross with so-called Jesus Christ on it. You got Mother Mary. You got all these different idols all over your house. The sun, all right, the moon, all right, Buddha, whatever you might be into.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, come on. I mean, we read in 2nd Ezra 16. The Lord is going to bring famine, and then what the brother brought out. Okay, you people are going to be eating your own children, man, in these famines, man. That's scary, man. Okay, you just wake up and your grandma or your mother is eating her grandchildren, eating your children, man. These things are going to come, man. They're going to happen. All right, to the wicked, man. Okay? These Edomites are already wicked. They're going to be doing this thing to their children. Not even off 2 days of famine, 3 days of famine, man. They're going to be without food for 3 days. They're going to be eating their kids, man. What you're going to smell out here is flesh burning everywhere. People feasting on each other, man. The smell of burnt flesh. Okay? It's gonna be demonic as fuck out here, man. Terrifying. We ain't gonna be around you people, man. Hey, when all this crazy stuff comes, we gonna be hid from you people, man. You're gonna be looking for us to get answers, and we gonna be gone. And you people are gonna be eating your own children, man. Okay, eating your own pets. All right. Wife is gonna eat husband. Husband's gonna eat wife. Children are gonna eat their parents. Parents are going to eat their children. The first thing that's going to go is the pets. When the pets are gone, then they're going to eat their children, man. Whoever's the weakest in the family's going to go. Grandma going to go. Grandpa. Okay. The Rottweiler. It's going to be terrifying, man. Hey, pretty women are going to be getting eaten, man. Pretty woman. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna get. Oh, were you gonna get that 15 and 19? That's what I was going to.
Yeah, it's just 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yeah, nobody, you man, and the things that are coming are gonna be so bad. Nobody's. Look, you're gonna have a neighbor you saying hi to every day. Y'all go to each other's house for dinner. All right, your kids will play together. Your kids go to school together. You go and watching the football game, watching the Super Bowl. You have the little house parties and everything. The same guy that you say hi to every day, go over for dinner parties and hanging out with all the time. When that day comes, this fool's gonna come locked and loaded to your house if you got anything, man. And he ain't gonna have no pity upon you. He's gonna slay you in cold blood and take your food to eat because he's gonna be starving to death, man. Even with all these things that's coming upon the earth, all right, people, hey man, Jake still ain't gonna repent, man. All right, Jake's still gonna be, hey man, Jake's gonna be cursing the Lord, man. All right, Jake's gonna be cursing the Lord. It's like these Edomites, how they curse the Lord, man. And that's why the Lord's just gonna keep on plaguing. Just gonna keep on plaguing this place, man, until He brings those ultimate plagues, which is the nuclear missiles to completely destroy it, man.
This is first. Oh, it's Slock. I think it's Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 24. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein."
Yeah, the whole earth is going to be in fear. All these plagues, everything that the Lord's going to bring upon the earth, all right, it's going to go across the entire world. It's not just going to be here in the earth. So you're not going to be able to escape to another country. It said none could deliver out of the Lord's hand. So you listening to guys that tell you to leave the country, all right, that's bugged out, man. Okay, the Lord's going to bring these plagues upon the whole earth. All right, the same thing with people that are storing up food. You know, you got these different preppers, all right, they got storehouses full of food, man. All right, that ain't gonna deliver you because, like it tells you, a man's gonna spoil his neighbor. A man's gonna have no pity upon his neighbor. If you got somebody that you know and he knows that you're storing up food for that day, guess what? In that day, what he's gonna do, man? He's gonna go to your house. He's gonna spoil you, man. He's gonna come with the sword and take what you stored up for that day because the Lord saw a lack of faith in you, man.
God, and right here it says, I'm gonna read it again. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Yeah, man, there's gonna be no water. There's gonna be no water, there's gonna be no food. All right? People are gonna be fighting each other over the smallest things, over the simplest things. All right, you got people that fight. They have drug wars. All right, they fight each other over drugs, over money. We're gonna be coming in a time when people are gonna be fighting each other, killing each other over a sandwich, man, over a ham sandwich, man. People are gonna be killing each other over a dead dog. You might have dudes walking down a trail, walking down somewhere. You see a dead cat in the middle of the road. You see another group of people that see that same dead cat. They're gonna go to war with each other over who's gonna eat that fucking dead cat, man. That's how bad it's gonna be.
And even because of great confusion, they're gonna be killing each other. You know, they're gonna be killing each other just because they're scared and what's going on. They're gonna know who to trust. So a nigga, you might have not us per se, but just generally speaking, Jake out there or another nation, Edomite, let's just use Esau for an example. He might be out there, and then he has a neighbor that comes over because he's scared and they were best friends their whole life. He gonna run in the house, but because of all the chaos going on, as soon as he walk in the house, gonna blow him away with a shotgun, man. Okay, he gonna be over there sincerely going over there to seek help or to help his best friend. But his best friend gonna be so bugged out at the evils that are on the earth, he gonna blow him away. It says friends shall fight like enemies, man. Okay? There's more. It says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation, and the end of your world. So whoever remains, whoever isn't destroyed, and the Lord allows to escape, is going to see the end of this world, man. The end of Esau's world. The end of you other nations' world. The end of 2/3 of our people's world. Because 2/3 of our people are comfortable in this society, in this empire. They don't want to see this place destroyed. Okay? Because everything they work for is going to be destroyed. It tells you that all the works therein shall be burnt up. The elements shall melt with fervent heat. Everything is made of elements. Everything you see. Okay? Everything you see was created of things unseen, which are elements, man. Alright? Everything that you see at one time was invisible, man. And the angels ignited those elements and brought them out. Alright? So all the works that you see are going to be burnt up. These cars, people's clothes, people, you know. So these people, everything they work for, our people, 2/3 of our people, everything they work for is going to be destroyed. Everything they love, everything they're holding on to dearly is going to be destroyed. And they don't want that.
This is Matthew.
That's why it says that we shall see the end of your world. Okay, because the Lord is going to beam up the elect and shoot nukes on the earth, bombs, and at the same time the chariots, man. It's going to be a reset, all right? It's going to be a reset, a restart, okay? And everything from that point on is going to be refreshed through the works and labor of our slaves, man. It's going to get cleansed and then rebuilt by the heathen, which were created to be our slaves.
This is Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken.
So I said immediately after the tribulation of those days. Get Jeremiah 30 and 7. The tribulation is Jacob's trouble, which is coming. Jacob is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? Those are the days of tribulation. Alright? Our people are in trials and tribulation, but that's going to be the ultimate tribulation. Okay, I'm going to let the scripture speak.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, that day is going to be greatly terrible, okay? That's why it says, for our last, that day is great. It's not going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a great day of evils, judgment, man. Okay? Things taking place that the world has never seen. Alright, you're going to see animals running rampant out here, eating people, lions, bears, wolves, packs of dogs. Okay, there's going to be demons out here too. The Lord is going to open up portals in which demons are going to come out, man. To fucking eat people, man. Okay? Terrible times. Esau gonna be out here with his troops, wetting people up with his fully automatic machine guns, man. Alright, tanks just smashing through houses, running over babies, just daycares full of fucking splattered babies, man. That's Jacob's trouble, man. People go in and drink water out of a fountain. That fucking water is mixed with gasoline, the person just dies. Okay, mixed with oil, it's all polluted. Because Esau's fracking every goddamn where. Okay. Go ahead, read it.
Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
So that none is like it. It's going to be a day that surpasses any evil time that's took place since the creation. Okay? It's going to be worse than the flood. Alright? It's going to be worse than the transatlantic slave trade. It's going to surpass all that, man. Seeing the crazy things that take place, man. Worse than all the Tuskegee experiments, than the destruction of Black Wall Street. course of the Spanish conquest.